Thoughts of the fallen. New game. Past, distorting self-delusion to faith with in a conflict between the divine, our motives, and our bonds. Whether the flesh of God or death itself, all. For she must feed.
Boris, forgive me. And steer this weapon of deliverance to a worthier servant than I.
Possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You failed.
Really? Come on. Where that? Radiant Hellfire. It's not just a seamless transfer, right? That's stupid. Hard. Sorry.
Lo, the latest receiver of his grace. Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aurea's wisdom guide my hand in the bestowment of this subsequent boon. Your flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders. Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge. Our work is of the greatest import.
Alright. How do we play this game again? That's how we can start. Bow. Oh, they just announced Lords of the Fallen too. No, the second one. Well, technically, I guess this would technically be Lords of the Fallen 2 because it's the second version of the first game, but done way better. Like it takes place like the first game still remains canon. This game takes place 1,000 years after the events of the first game. I actually think, yeah, yeah, an actual second one to this one, not to the original first one. But yeah, they just announced the second one for this game. Comes out next year. I was like, oh shit, alright, cool, hey. You know I'll be getting that, dude. You know, yeah. Honestly, I think what Xbox is doing is kind of genius in a sense. Like, yeah, they're gonna die, but like, they eliminate the console war though. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be no more of the bullshit as, oh, well, this game's on this and this game's on that. It's like, ain't nobody gonna complain anymore because all that energy of complaining is gonna be rendered useless. Well, that, but at the same time, though, it's like even if they choose to give up, you got to think though. Regardless, Microsoft's going to be around. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. So I think if they give up on the, yeah, I think they can afford it. And then I guess if they truly want to come back, I mean, Xbox can always come back. No, hell no. Yeah, heck yeah. But the problem was Xbox fucked up on the Xbox One release. That's what fucked up Microsoft. Is they got so amped, or they got so eager because PlayStation had already been working on the PS4. They had already been working on it, you know what I mean? And they just dropped it because they were ready to drop the PS4. This Xbox 720 that was originally supposed to release literally was ready to go almost. They needed like a couple more months. Xbox said, fuck it, we'll scrap it, let's make a One. And they just made the Xbox One. And so instead of it being like a main like game console, it was like a multimedia console. It was like, oh well, you could Skype in game, or you could do this while you game. And it's like, who's asking for all that? Meanwhile, the PS4 is just dominating the market because Xbox had to go through 4 different versions of itself just to get to the PS4 level. You know what I mean? So that's honestly really what I believe destroyed Xbox was just that big gap. And in PlayStation, whether or not Xbox came out with a new console, which is the Series X and Series S, and then PS5 dropped, I mean, whether or not PlayStation was already, Sony was already fucking miles ahead. Because, Xbox spent the whole fucking PS4 cycle kicking around. So, no, initially I don't think they want that, but, I mean, it's gonna only do so much. But yeah, some of the exclusives are coming. Like I was telling JD the other day when I was on PlayStation, Xbox, that Black Myth Wukong is coming to Xbox. I didn't even know it wasn't on Xbox. And then Helldivers is also being announced too. But I mean, you'll have your petty ass motherfuckers who's complaining about fucking their game going to PlayStation or their game going to Xbox. I mean, it is what it is. Like, me personally, growing up, ever since I've been able to afford consoles, I've had both. So there's really no side that I wager more on, as long as I can enjoy my games. I mean, I guess technically, I would say PlayStation. We won't talk about that. This simply quintessence. What's up, Buckarooski? Uh-huh. Let me just walk away out of that area. Cool, 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 cool. A piece of flailed thing.
I always wondered if there were others.
Low key
You're
though, I
probably
think this
thinking
guy
that
here,
lab's just a
there's
tool
an
to be
NPC in this
used as
game
you
named the
see
Iron
fit.
Wayfarer.
Take
I
it
think
lightly,
that's that
and
dude
you'll
from the
find
first
it's
game.
the other way around. Mark my words. I don't know who you, but since it's making you a bigger threat,
Just based on like the lore and like his backstory or whatnot, totally
if you
believable that it
know
was
any
him.
kind of, if you know any,
I defy gods. If you know any better, you should move on. Man, I'm just dying to smoke some weed right now, but I can't because I gotta be a responsible adult. Yeah, I gotta pick you still up here at about like I get off at like 2:10. So I got like 30 more minutes to play. I'll be back on after she gets back home, honestly. Avi, bro. Avi.
Sentinels! To the crypt! Fall back! Fall back!
No! Wait! Where are you going? Help us!
Wait, no, where are you going? Help us! Help us! I would rather not. Oh, interesting. There's not two dudes here ready to fucking fight me. Man, I really wonder what else is keeping out. This is unique. I got 4 dudes waiting right here. Oh, wow. Took out a lot of enemies. Very nice. My hands look like remember that scene in the Pirates of the Caribbean when Captain Jack learns he's cursed and he puts his hand in the night sky and his hands are all skeleton? That's what my arms look in this game. I got a costume piece for like my arms are like the undead, so it looks like my arms are like that. Yeah, if you can see me now, dude. It's a good song. The song actually is so much more sadder than it originally was when I was younger. Listening to it, the song by P.O.D. I never understood the song growing up as a kid. I just like didn't get what he was talking about. And then Zach died. And then like I listened to that song and I was in tears, dude. I was just like, oh, I get it now. Mm. Mm-hmm. Trixie. Mm. Oh shit. Yeah, isn't that crazy though? Motherfuckers start coming up with theories and shit, and you sit there and think about it. Like, well, I think one of the craziest theories I ever heard was for the Rugrats. They said that Angelica was crazy. None of those kids ever existed. It was all in her head. I was like, what? I was like, that's wild. I was like, I cannot think of it like that. I was like, that poor little girl. Yeah. That's crazy. A lot of these enemies don't exist in the certain spots they used to be in. Like, I did a fresh start in this game. Lords of the Fallen. Whatever, and I didn't do, I just did fresh starts. Like, normally I play with, like, my New Game Plus modifiers where, like, I can have, like, upgraded loot or whatever. And I didn't do anything. I just did straight fresh start or whatever. And like a lot of spots that have that normally, like when the game first came out, there's a lot of areas where enemies were just dense. Like there was just a bunch of enemies. None of it exists. Like there's certain spots that I can go to where like I'm used to like being there's 4 dudes there. There's one. I'm like, damn, oh, they really like redid it up and whatnot, and like went over shit and whatnot. Oh, cool. Graphically, it's great to see this game run at fucking 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? Let's push for that 120 frames. Anyone knows about that frame rate going. Go Rebel, make Scrubberton, all of that, eh? Is that a mango back there? Oh. Ah, not so fast, Thomas.
You carry the lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this. I've given you more ammo from now on. I've given you from now on.
For now, stay out of my way. Oh no, my controller's going to die. Whatever will you? Grab the other controller and keep going. Who will this now? Oh. Who's calling up here? I want to start a fight. These asses. Act it out, fellas. Hash it out. Keep ass. Can beckon the iron way further. I beckon you to come help me.
O holy Aureus, by your radiance grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters, so we may walk it together, and to strike down all those who would see our will defied. Even as our suffering continued, I honored my pledge of patience to the exactor. And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, bearing what was not yours to receive. A betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot brook.
Just remember, in the end, you're better off alone.
Motherfuckers playing God of War Ragnarok on the PS4, bro. I remember I was looking at Frito Lay, he was talking about how he just got into God of War. Look at him. I was like, you know, it's been like 2 years, right? He's like, yeah, well, I'm just not playing. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, you need to figure it out, dude. I was like, you can't talk to me about it. You don't know shit. I walked away. Fucking discouraged, you know what I'm saying, dude?
Sisters,
Talk about playing
you
a new
honor
game.
us
Been
and
out for
all who
fucking
came
years.
before you with your
Old
sacrifices.
ass.
While I
You ain't a
wish they
gamer.
were unnecessary,
You're a
my
lamer.
wishes will not
Yeah.
ease your suffering,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
pray my sorcery does.
Hell yeah, fellas. We got this thing. Electrify.
Welcome, Dark Crusader.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to get that game. Just by the door. We will continue this when I get home.